Yo creo que siempre es una ventaja a tu favor poder jugar en varias posiciones y sí que te puede ayudar bastante, y al equipo siempre que se pueda yo ayudaré en cualquier posición donde me ponga el entrenador. Bueno, es una de las mejores ligas del mundo y bueno, yo creo que estén luchando por bajar un montón de equipos, por ganar la liga a otro montón de equipos, creo que eso es lo que lo hace especial. Nadie sabe quién va a ganar esta liga, nadie sabe quién va a bajar y creo que eso es lo más especial que tiene.
Yeah, that was just an exclusive clip from the Football Republic of Javier Manquillo once he found out that he was going to be a Newcastle United player. What's going on, people? It's your boy Forde. It's Friday the 21st of July and we have signed and sealed Javier Manquillo. Now, it's reported that he signed on a 3-year deal, which is interesting in itself. Most people nowadays sign on a 5-year deal, but we've signed him on a 3-year deal. He's 23 years of age, so he's still got time on his side. If he obviously goes on to fulfil his contract, he'll take him up to 26. But usually things before then get finalised and he'll obviously sign an extension if he becomes a success at Newcastle United. But yeah, signed a 3-year deal, £4.5 million, which is not a lot in this day and age, especially for a full-back that can play both left and right back as well. So I was kind of right when I initially said he's a left back and a right back. I'm sure he'll be used for both because we're quite short on cover on both areas. We've only got Yedlin ahead of him at right back and Dummett ahead of him at left back. But again, he's going to be a good addition to the side. A lot of people are comparing him to Arbeloa, who played under Rafa Benitez at Liverpool. So apparently he could be the next Arbeloa. He's more defensive minded than going forward. So again, Yedlin is going to be looking like the offensive fullback in games that we need to attack games. And obviously, if we need to shore up shop, then, you know, Manquillo will be used either side. Something I did see that's quite interesting on Twitter as well, that apparently the reason why he didn't play that many games for Sunderland is because he had a clause in his contract. Now, he made 20 appearances, and if he made 5 more, 25, they would have been forced to pay out £9.5 million for Manquillo. So again, maybe that his worth was a lot more than actually what we initially signed him for. So that's quite interesting to see that we signed a player that is worth that much. Not too sure if it's true, but again, if it is true, then we have got a real bargain on our hands as well. So a couple of things before I get into the quotes. It's interesting to see from the Newcastle United account that they didn't go with the whole gimmicky transfer signing announcements that all other clubs were doing. Yes, they did it with Jacob Murphy, but that was a pretty easy win there. Obviously, he's a fan of the club. They had old pictures, put 2 and 2 together, linking up with a new away kit. Boom, Bob's your uncle. But they went with the subtle, well, I say subtle, the subtle message of, what was it? Some things are better in black and white. And obviously, knowing that he's played for Sunderland last season, I'm sure Toon fans across the globe will be loving that message from the club as well. So Manquillo himself has come out and said, I'm very happy to be here. From the first moment that Rafa Benitez called me, I just knew that I had to come here to such a big club. I'm very happy with the challenge ahead. I've come here to work hard and give everything on and off the pitch. Hopefully then everything will go in the right direction. And then Rafa Benitez has come out and said, like Jacob Murphy, Manquillo is another young player. He can play both sides of defence and has a lot of motivation because he knows he has a point to prove. That's very interesting as well, if you read into that very carefully. Also, he said he can still improve, but he's played for Spain at under 21 level and is because he is a good player, so hopefully he'll show that from here. So that is our 4th signing, which takes us to roughly about £30 million. Again, obviously signing Lejeune, Atsu, Murphy and now Manquillo. And considering we had a transfer budget of around about £80 million, we're just under the halfway mark as well. So again, still a lot more to go. Going by what the journalists are saying, there's a lot more bigger transfers to come in. We're after a striker from what we can see. You know, Murphy's looking like he's heading out to Nottingham Forest for £2 million. Armstrong's already on loan to Bolton. We're looking like we're going to get rid of Krul. So again, we need another goalkeeper as well. And I still think we need another creative midfielder just in case John Joe Shelby gets another ban or gets injured, because after that we haven't really got much within the squad to replace him like for like. But again, happy with the Manquillo signing. I still think he could be a really good addition. Interesting to see what that has a knock-on effect on Jamie Sterry and the other fullbacks as well, how they will fare, whether Sterry goes out on loan, another youth player who's come from the ranks, and obviously he was on loan last season at Coventry. I believe he's out in Ireland. If not, then I'm sure he'll be part of the pre-season, but I'm not too sure if he'll have any dealings within the first team this season. And obviously players like Jesus Gomez, who obviously came from Atletico Madrid, like Manquillo, whether he'll be moved on in the summer as Ashraf Lazar, who looks like he will be as well. But as I said, happy with the signing, £4.5 million, not really major money in this day and age. But again, yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Who should we be going after next? I've been hearing a lot about Diego Rodan. Apparently he's been touted by Fulham, but again, he's turned them down because he wants Premier League football, which means we could step in. And £5 million, again, if we're trying to budget, that could be down our street. Or we could be going for Andre Gray, who I believe is in his last year of his contract, and Burnley might be looking to cash in for around about £10 million as well. So again, let me know on your thoughts on where should we move on to next in terms of striking options. But that's it for today. Probably the next time you see me is when Daryl Murphy's departure from the club will be confirmed to Nottingham Forest. But again, let me know your thoughts on Manquillo, and of course who we should be going after next in terms of striking options. Peace.